Australia dethroned as World Test champions, South Africa securing a 5-wicket victory at Lord's overnight. Mark Taylor, so many twists and turns. It was a cracking test.
It was, and South Africa, well done to them. It's interesting if you go back a couple of years ago, South Africa were asking for less test matches. They wanted to focus on white ball cricket. They think that's where the future is, and they'd be wrong to think they haven't got that right. But what they've done is, having been beaten comfortably in their first couple of tests in this series, they've won their last 7 test matches going into this test match at Lord's. Yes, they were underdogs. Yes, they were 80 runs behind on the first innings, but they never stopped believing, and their bowlers really won them that game. Aidan Markram was rightfully man of the match, made 136 in that 4th innings and played beautifully, but really their bowlers, Rabada, Janssen, Ngidi, they were the guys who kept them in the game and gave them a total that they could chase on day 4.
So, Tubby, we know that winners go and celebrate and have a party and losers have meetings. In those meetings now, the Aussie team has to look at itself and go, what changes are we going to make? Not for the West Indies, which is coming up, but obviously the Ashes this summer and just this top order in particular. Yeah. What are we going to do with it? Because we haven't got really a 2 or a 3 locked in at the moment.
That's the problem we've got. It's the problem we've had now for a while. David Warner retired, nearly 2 years ago now. We really haven't found a replacement for him, although we really haven't tried that hard either, to be totally honest. In Sri Lanka only a couple of months ago, Travis Head moved up the order to open the batting. Constance was left out, having debuted at Melbourne with that swashbuckling 60 he made. I think, looking at the West Indies, we've got to bring Constance back in. And I don't think he'll play like this. He'll play in a more orthodox fashion, like the way he got into the New South Wales and Australian side. I'd like to see him play in a more orthodox fashion. So he should be given an opportunity. And the fact that Steve Smith probably won't play in the West Indies because he's got that dislocated finger makes it a little bit easier for the selectors, because the other problem that the Australians have got is Usman Khawaja at the top of the order. Not playing the quicks as well as I'd like him to be playing them, or sure as well as he'd like to be playing the quicks either. Last couple of years, he's averaged 34, but if you take out the 230 he made in Sri Lanka on a low, slow pitch, he's averaged 25 the last couple of years. So we've got a problem with Marnus at 3, and obviously Uzi at the top of the order. We need to sort that out, because England, for the Ashes this year, will bring a very good bowling side and a good quick bowling side. So we've got to get that right before Ashes in November this year.
So do you think it's time to refresh? We need to just look to the future now.
We've definitely got to get Constance in. We've got to give him an opportunity. And I think, as I said, he'll open the batting with Usman Khawaja. But he's on notice too in my side, because we've got to have people like the McSweeneys have got to get another opportunity at some stage. So it's always a hard one when you get players towards the end of their career. We had the same issue with David Warner a couple of years ago, that you want to see these guys finish on their terms. But you're in a national sporting team, a professional sporting team. You've got to pick your best side for the day, but also for the future.
Not everyone gets the fairy tale finish.
That's exactly right.